Hey everybody, this is World War Guy here today, and today we are doing the monthly update video, this time for the month of June. Now this month started off slow, but ended up actually being a pretty great month, honestly. As you can see, I got quite a bit of things. Now without further ado, let's just hop right into it and let's see what cool stuff I got this month. Alright, first item here is a Hungarian M50 helmet. This one you guys probably saw in my Helmets of the Month video. I made a specific video on this helmet, but a quick rundown. M50, so these were first produced around 1950. Very, very similar to the Soviet SSH-40 helmets. You can see here they use a cloth liner instead of a sort of oilcloth. Again, for more information, check out the specific video on this helmet. Next up, we have a M1917A1 Kelly's helmet. This one's also in the Helmets of the Month, so definitely check out that video for bit more detail in it. But this one still has the original chin strap as well as the original liner. Unfortunately, this liner is pretty brittle. It's about to fall off. This is the only part where it's still hooked on, but still a really cool piece, and I'm happy to finally have been able to get one of these helmets. Alright guys, before we continue, I completely forgot about this, but I got this as a gift. Great gift. It is actually, so the medal, the insignia here, and the card is actually a grouping. And this actually belonged to a soldier during World War II, and this is the medal he earned. So this medal, if I remember correctly, this is a basic, campaign medal, basically saying, hey, thanks for serving in the war, as you can see there. And this was another piece of insignia that the soldier wore. And this is basically a sort of military card. So you can see Belgian, the Royaume de Belgique, so the Belgian, shoot, I forgot the name, but you know what I mean. And then this is the basic service card of the combatant from 1940 to 1945. On the back here, you have some markings. August 12th, 1976. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe that's a sort of, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Some signatures. And then on the inside, if I can open it up. So here we have the name. So Yves Janson, or Janssen, G-L-E. He was born in Brussels on February 3rd, 1920. And he was just a grade soldier. That'd be basically like a private first class. Position, military as a career. So he wasn't drafted or anything. This would be wounds. Doesn't look like he received any wounds. And then basically what he did in the war. So he did partake in the 18-day campaign from May 10th, 1940 until May 28th, 1940. And then reprise en force au ministre de la Défense nationale le 1er octobre 1944. If I translated this correctly, it basically means that he took part of the possibly liberation in October 1st, 1944, or at least something related to that. And then to continue, he was president of the 26th Battalion of Fusiliers, from the 6th of February 1945 until the 8th of May 1945, end of hostilities. So I'm assuming he was part of the Free Belgian forces under the British military. That is what I'm getting from this. But yeah, this is very cool, an amazing gift. To the person watching this, you know who you are, so shout out and thank you so much. But yeah. So let's get back to the rest of the video. All right, and now for the last, I guess, group, you could say. So recently, I've been trying to build my great-grandfather's impression during World War II. He was part of the 1st Light Infantry Regiment. And I was fortunate enough to find a seller in Belgium, actually, who has a lot of original parts and makes a lot of reproduction items. I will make a separate video on the items I received in the mail, but this one's just going to be looking at the original items I got from him. And before we begin, World War II Belgian items are still relatively new to me, so I apologize if I don't have all the model numbers down. That is something I'm still learning, so please excuse that. But either way, here we have, I believe, an M31 Belgian mess kit. So these are very similar to the German ones, as you can tell, just with a Belgian twist on it. These were made by J. Fonson Bruxelles. See 2 markings there. Pretty simple. It just pops open. There we go. This is original, but as you can tell, it has been repainted, but otherwise fully original. Here we have maybe my favorite item that I got in this package, but it is the Belgian, I think, M31 Tornister haversack backpack, however you want to call it. It is made of a heavy-duty canvas. It looks kind of like the British style weave. But here you would attach the mess kit with straps. And then on the inside, you have more straps, or more flaps and straps. But what's interesting about it, you may already see it, is it is actually a bamboo frame. So you can see it's a bamboo frame to keep the bag in shape. For example, the political tornisters from Germany had wooden frames, but the fact that Belgium has bamboo frames, to me, is very interesting and very unique, but really cool nonetheless. And there does appear to have a marking there. Under here, it looks like Brussels. And I'm not sure if Fonson, J. Fonson, made these backpacks as well. So I'm not entirely sure what that marking says. And then on the back, you actually have this little flap here, a little pouch. Not really sure what you would put in there, but obviously it'd have to be something small like papers, and that's really about it, because this is the back side. And of course, these are reproduction straps. We will see that in a separate video. Now here we have a original flask with reproduction hardware and everything. So ignore all the hardware. Again, that's a different video. But underneath all this, you do have the original flask. Very similar to the German ones. I'm not going to take it out of the cover, but you get the idea. Then here, I didn't even order these. These were tossed in as a gift, I would say. And these are basically insignia for the uniform. So I have 3 of each. I have three ones and then 3 crowns. I believe these are original. That's why I'm including it in it. But the number 1, that would be for the side cap that the Belgians would wear. And number 1 for the regiment my great-grandfather was in. And then crowns. Again, I don't really know where these would go. As I said, the Belgian stuff is still really new to me. And my great-grandfather, there's only 1 picture of him I have in uniform, and it doesn't show any crowns on there. So that's definitely research to be done eventually. And then the last item today is the World War II Belgian gas mask with gas mask carrier. As you can see, it is a rubber gas mask with very darkened lenses. These are obviously no good anymore to use. Here you have the markings. Looks like a size 1, I'm assuming. And so this is anti-gas, gas SA, type. I guess if I'm translating this correctly, it's a type approved by the military or the government. And number 116. Well, there's the inside of that. You have some sort of foam padding there, which I guess would improve comfort. Then here you have I believe this would be the exit valve for when you exhale. Held on by this strap to your head. Now, of course, this one is attached to a tube. Unlike the German ones, they still had it attached to a tube that goes into a filter. Then here's the filter. This one's made in 1937. And this one has actually never been used, which is really cool. Some more markings under here. And this just says anti-gas SA. So, and then here's another marking on the back. So these are very cool. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I assume asbestos would be in the filters. So although I'm not going to use it because it's still sealed and I don't want to break the seal, definitely don't breathe these in. That's not a good idea. And then we have the pouch that carries it. So this is made of canvas and leather parts. Under here, this hole here normally would have a sort of plug. I've seen one picture with the plug. I don't have one. Not sure where I can find one unless I go to Belgium. But again, that's something for another day. I'm not too upset with it. Here we have a strap. Again, I'm not really sure what the strap would have been for. So that's something I had to find out. You have some D-rings. Again, I don't know what it'd be used for. Like I said, I'm very new to this. Here we have a marking 1448. This could be a soldier's serial number because I know that some soldiers only had 4 digits while others had 5 digits. So this could be, you know, a soldier that was in the military a little earlier. And the closure system, you just pass this hole through the D-ring here. And then this leather strap just goes through it. So that's the whole closure system. It's very easy to open as you just pull this. Well, of course, with new leather, it'd be easier. You just pull this out, flip it, and you're good to go. And now this is original, so you can see there the brass there is broken, so I got to be careful with it. And on the back, you have a loop here, and then you have a clasp. This clasp, I believe, would be attached to your belt, so the bag doesn't flop around when you're running. It stays more secure. And then it's just slung over the shoulder with a simple strap. And you have some interesting markings. Alright, and with that being said, that does conclude this month's update. It's a great month. I really am happy with what I got. This is great. I'm glad to be able to start the Belgian impression there. Hopefully by the end of the year it'll be complete. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, write a comment, share, and subscribe. But besides that, you guys have a great day.